good morning.
Yeah, definitely
I've
morning. Yeah,
already
yeah.
messed it up. His first scream. How is everybody doing? Welcome into Curdia, the Austrian Curling Open for 2025, a 70th anniversary of the Kitzbühel Curling Club. So it is a big one. We're excited to be back after a long summer away from curling. We're back out on the ice. We're in the cold, and it's fantastic. How are you doing, Pim?
I'm doing great. I mean, it's super sunny. You can see it after us. We are in the Austrian mountains here in Kitzbühel. What a great place to start a curling season, right? I mean, the Alps going to be the scene of the Olympics later in the season, but for now, this is the major event in curling happening right here in Kitzbühel. And I think this is, as you said, an anniversary event, 70 years of curling Kitzbühel, and I think they're celebrating and they put the bar extremely high. We've seen the program and also the lineup of teams, a whole lot of teams. So in terms of teams, we have 24 teams from 8 different nations, and we were told they even had to put 8 teams on a waiting list. They have a little bit of a basement here, but they wouldn't want to use that for a kind of a premier event like this one. So a lot of teams, a lot of people for us to talk to, and a lot of teams potentially to cover here at Curdia TV. 3 days, John. 3 days of curling.
Yep. Day number 1, we're going to be broadcasting 9 sessions for you, but we're going to have 3 sessions today. 2 of them we know who we're playing, we're broadcasting, and then it goes in the Schenkel system. The winners will play winners, the loser will play losers, and then everybody will kind of filter into their own level by the end, and we will have a grand champion and probably maybe a couple of smaller titles for the lower divisions, depending on how they split.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, all the way Saturday, lots of matches, 3 matches each day. That's a good schedule for us, also for the viewers. That's very reasonable. And as you can see, 6 sheets. So last year we had 4 sheets. This year we have the complete arena packed with curling stones. And even on Sunday, the big finale is going to be streamed here live at Curdia TV. So 24 teams split up in 2 different groups, Group A and Group D. They will play two games that are prefixed, and then they will have this kind of first against second, third against fourth, etc., for another 2 matches, and then those 2 groups will be merged in one single big table with 2 more games in this overall merge situation, leading up to Sunday, the placement matches and the big finals, of course.
Yeah, and lots of different levels of teams in here. We've got the Austrian men's team here, Team Genner. They are, qualified for, they won the B division at the Euros last year, qualified to A, did really well there, qualified for the World Championships. They're going to be a strong contender. Team Verreken, the Belgian men's team, they won this tournament last year. I think Team Genner is going to be looking for a little bit of revenge there. So lots of, former Olympic champions, lots of younger, newer players. So I got the Austrian junior team in here, I believe. So
Yeah,
we
correct.
are looking forward to it. Yeah, I guess they've already kind of started, so we've had a delay. We're going to do our predictions. I won last season, so you get to choose first, Pim. You get to make your decision.
Yeah, and it's already a hard one. I mean, the young Austrian women, good women's team, they know each other very well, but they're facing Andrea Schopp. So much experience in one body, and so much fear for us watching her scream and shout. That's what we like, but I think she's going to make an impression on the ice. That's for sure. But I will still put my vote on the future. Maybe they will win 3 World Championships and 8 European Championships, who knows? And then we will be here in 50 years looking back on that track record. So I am with Team Pflügler and the girls.
All right. Well, I am going to counter pick, because it's not just Andreas Schopp. It's her brother Rainer is also playing. He's also a very good curler in his own right. And we saw Florian and Lisa, I believe, last year, and they didn't do so bad as well. So I think I'm going to counter pick and go with the team out of Germany this time.
Cool. Immediately counter picked here.
Got to go for it. So with that, don't forget your guys' votes in. I think I still have to create the poll, but we'll get that up. We have a new voting system. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but they're already into the session, so let's jump on out to the ice. Here we go. Something coming in.
something coming in.
Something's coming in. Yeah,
you can see the years of experience of broadcasting here. Something.
Well, when you're not seeing who's doing what, you've got to try to sort out. Okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
Where is?
Yeah, I think that's something people might underestimate. But running the whole show with just 2 persons, we don't have a big technical team supporting us in the background. We are the technical team supporting ourselves in the background. But team Riessersee playing with the yellow stones here. This is stone number 4. No, stone number 5. There was one hidden away.
We're dropping this one in right over the top, and our overhead camera is showing the wrong one, so we'll have to do with the wide shot for now. I have to put my thinking glasses on. I can no longer see with my regular glasses. All right, 2 yellows sitting in there. Astrid lining up for a double out. This has us in the second end. That's not correct.
Going for his takeouts. Still Yellowstone sticking around. Shooter will spill. Don't think that was 100% intended. Yellow is sitting 1 stone in the house, looking to put something behind her corner guard there. Yellow with a strong setup so far.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how much the ice, how fast it is, how much curler is. I saw Chris and Simon putting a ton of effort into it yesterday. I think I saw them pebble and scrape at least half a dozen times. Coming in, looks like that is going to curl over. Will that get down before the line? Nope, it's going to over curl, go a little bit heavy, so they're going to try to drag it over to get it behind the guard. Sit there right there on the tee.
Yeah, this is a great draw. Absolutely great draw.
Hannah playing Vice for Team Pflügler, throwing her second stone of this first end. Coming with weight here, trying to get this down. Astrid immediately on the sweep.
Trying to keep this from curling against the guards.
I think that one's going to sneak by, gets the yellow. Beautiful stone there. Is unfortunately going to roll out into the open, but
still a nice one. And with Yellowstone sitting in the back of the house, serving as a little bit of a blocker for yellow to take red out. But then again, obviously not impossible. Still plenty of space between the 2 stones to go for a clean takeout here.
Ship Andrea taking her first stone of the match. She is playing vice skip for her brother and throwing final stones. Classic old school swing back up off the ice. Got the weight. Sweeper's going on it immediately. That is going to squeeze by the guard. Gets out the yellow. Shooter rolls away, but job done. I just realized skips are mic'd up, so let me see if we can unmute them. There we go.
Ja, als offene Rollen ist gut. Wenn wir echt in die andere Richtung rollen wollen.
Not that I speak a word of German other than Dankeschön and Guten Tag, so unless they say that, I'm going to be at a loss as to what they are saying. Hopefully you guys can follow along at home.
Yeah, I learned here in Austria, to greet somebody, they would say Servus, and not just Guten Tag or something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
This one going to take out that yellow. Are they going to want to sit this one in? It is going to roll off.
Engs leider korrigiert.
A little overcorrection, but does get the job done. Gets it out of there. So
Okay, ich bin eng slide und korrigiert. Genau. Ja, gut.
All right, that leaves just one stone in play out in front of the house. So Riessersee is going to, I'm going to try to see if I say that correctly. Riessersee? Probably not, but that's close enough.
Sounds about right. Riessersee.
Andrea going to try to draw in behind that.
Ja!
Oh, great. The mics are on.
Wanting this one for line. Seems to be okay. Oh, no,
Curling
he's
really hard.
Curling hard, yeah. That's
Feels a bit slow. Maybe tap back as a plan B, tap back the guards. Don't think it's quite in, and this kind of leaves an open draw here for Pflügler if they want to make an open draw. That's already the question. Do they want to just take the hammer to the second end, or are they going for this draw here?
I see Hannah setting up on the side, so they are going to, looks like, try to draw in, take the point. So the format of each match is not a set of ends, it's a set of times. So they have 1 hour and 10 minutes? No,
110 minutes.
110 minutes, the bell will ring, and they can finish that end. So probably going to see most matches be about 6 or 7 ends.
Ooh, very close, but it's just in, and the first end of this tournament is being won by Team Pflügler. And a fun fact, Team Pflügler, they made a big commitment for each end they win this season. Across all tournaments they play, they are committed to plant a tree to help the environment. That was mentioned on their socials also yesterday and last week. So this is a first tree planted by Team Pflügler right here.
Oh, that's a really cool idea. I like that.
Yeah, and we didn't really mention the other matches going on the other sheets, but on sheet A we have the Italian team from Südtirol, Team Bruneck, playing against the Austrian team Hubi. And then sheet B is Team Brno from Czechia, playing against Team Kark from Austria.
Wieder gut. Sechs ist super.
Johanna with her first stone here in the second end, leading off Team Pflügler as they lead at 1-0.
Das darf ein bisschen, ja. Es wird schneller waren.
A little bit on the heavy side, that's coming into the house, and that looks like that is going to get to the back, but not going to stick around, so unfortunate.
Muss viel fallen!
All right, going for the corner guard here.
Ja, so weiter geht's.
I think this one's going to get all the way out to the corner. Looking a little bit light, so...
Yeah, this is hawk, so definitely light.
No yelling on that stone, though.
No. Save the strings for later when it really matters.
Maybe you don't yell at your older brother.
Linie gut. Gut. Linie super.
Line is super. I understood that.
Super. Schau. 13-9. 13-9. Der darf, glaube ich, schon. Oh, er bleibt.
This one coming into the house.
Was haben wir da Backhocker, Basti?
And is that going to go out the back as well?
Okay. Brauchen sicher schon 14.
Trying to drag this one back.
Sticks in the back.
All right, then.
Ja! Lisa, geh vor den Stein, der muss curlen. Renn dich.
Andrea coming out to sweep way
It's good,
out
though.
of advance. We love the skip sweeping. Trying to get this one, make sure this one gets over. And it does, will settle in on the center line. Not quite what they wanted, but does get in there.
Weit. Wo? Weitere Spur. Viel weitere Spur. Wenn es geht, Curl.
Very close to the hog line on that release. Almost even looked
Jetzt
like
Curl,
it could have been over. Not
Fest,
using
fest,
the
fest,
VAR
fest,
on
fest.
this, so
Geht schon, geht schon. Hard, hard. Bring's rein, noch ein Stück. Bis zum Center, bis zum
wanting
Center.
to get this one down as deep as they can.
Okay.
If they can use that yellow
passt
as a
gut.
guard.
14-7.
Sweeper's bringing this one in. Doesn't quite get behind the guard, but does get into the top of the house. So Rainer setting up for the takeout.
Whoa.
So going to be bringing some speed on this one. There it goes. Sweepers go down immediately.
Double.
Gets around the guard. Is
War
that
der
going to get to a double? Nope,
War
not
der
quite.
brutal?
Just gets over on the nose.
I still like it. It's not perfectly hidden behind the guard, but it's really a nice useful stone.
Yeah. So Verena indicating they're going to draw in behind it. I guess they're going to come around from that same side.
Linie gut. Dann ja. Festlänge. Linie ist gut. Nur Länge. Schauen. Nur Länge.
He likes the line, only for the length.
Curl, wenn's geht.
The sweepers are going on it, trying to drag it around.
Curl.
Trying to get it to curl around behind. Is that going to get buried? No.
Stimmt, ja.
Oh, it does. There we go. Very late at the end. Gets about half covered.
Huh?
Like
Ja,
that one.
maximal wegleiten.
See what Lisa does with this stone.
Ja, lang.
I think first match of the weekend, no warm-up time, no training on the ice, so I think a lot of teams are going to try to figure out what to do, how it goes, and take their time. This one coming
Lisa,
around.
super. Das war jetzt nur
Just sneaks around the guard, gets rid of it, sits in a really good spot. I like that one.
Okay, ja. Was da? Auf 6.
Kind of with a couple of options. They're going to try to play this one out in the house. But if it clears up that top guard, that's not going to be the end of the world for them either. Although they do have the hammer, or don't have the hammer, so they do want to kind of keep it messy in the
yeah, they want to have
middle.
Linie gut. Sauber. Linie.
I have the impression the video has a bit delay on the audio because they're calling for line during the sliding, which obviously is
yes, I've noticed that as well. We got a little bit choppy. The technical issues
No freeze.
not helping us out here, but
wunderschön.
so gets in, gets a little tap. Is that going to move anything back?
Oh,
So it
that's-
freezes up against it. That's a
this
nice
is great,
position.
yeah. It's not shot, but definitely it reduces potentially the chances for Team Riessersee to score some points here.
Yeah, what do you do if you're in this position for Riessersee? Do you
Team
follow
Club
it?
Team!
Yeah, you need some separation between the red and the yellow stone, I guess.
Ja, ich sag ja.
Although as long as the other side is open, you might.
They're coming around over the top.
Yeah.
Squeezes past the
Der ist
guard
nicht so
and does
schlecht.
get that
Yeah,
separation.
that's great.
Good
That's
job.
exactly the kind of separation you
Wir
need.
sind
And now
shot.
red is shot, but you can
Von
try and get
Freeze
red
ist
out
okay,
if
Tendenz
possible.
kürzer.
So
Viel
Team
mehr
Pflügler,
Eis.
they're going to try and guard their shot stone right now.
Fish is asking, when are the legendary Belgians playing? They are playing in the next session.
Yeah, against Team Genner. The Broomies are playing against Team Genner in the next session. Unless he is referring to other legends, of course.
Yeah.
Linie ist gut. 4 ist super, 4 ist super. 9, 12 Fuß wäre gut. Wow, hat viel Platz. Wow. Nur Länge daher.
They're looking to
Genau
guard this
daher.
one up for the steal. Wanting this one to come up light
Besser als den.
is better, as long as it's got a good line. This one
right.
is going to come in pretty well.
Okay.
That
And
works.
Okay.
freezes over. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's going to take away that that kind of guard they have, or the run
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, this leaves some interesting angles.
Yeah, it's
Ja,
they come in here.
ja,
Red's gonna
nicht zu
take.
schnell.
Red will end up going off that way. Yellow will go this way, and maybe it will still clip.
Yeah,
That's
and most
a
important-
possibility.
I think most important here for Team Riessersee is they're able to deal with the red shot stone here.
Nope.
Okay.
Gets rid of that
Good job.
guard. It's useful for them. That helps them out. Now they have access to those reds.
Ja.
So
Dann nochmal Guarding. Ungefähr da, ja. Passt. So, Guard besser. Yes, mit normale
just
Zeit.
wanting a guard, wanting
chill.
it right out in front of the house, just off to the side of the center line there. Obviously, right where Hannah was pointing, somewhere in there would be perfect. Astrid getting ready with her first stone of the ends. When you're throwing 4 stones, these are the ones you really like to throw. It's like no pressure, just put out there, throw a guard. You're not trying to squeeze a super hard takeout between a millimeter gap. Astrid working this one, making sure it's got enough weight to carry over. This one's looking pretty good.
Was war da für Zeit? Okay, super. Okay.
Ah, fantastic positioning there.
Great.
Exactly what they wanted.
This is great.
Yeah, not a whole lot for Riessersee to do. Maybe you have to come around the other side.
Problem ist, wenn die diese
Yeah.
roten, gelben
I don't know
aufmachen.
if there is a way to find the edge of that yellow stone, but that guard, the
Über
red
den
guard,
gelben.
is sitting so good, to be honest.
Als
Yeah,
überlegen, was
I don't think they
gelb, das
can
ist entweder-
they can get to that yellow. So
Is
Is
my
there
that
enough
one-
curl? I don't know.
Right.
like-
not
Beide
with weight,
roten.
because it's like you're
Dann
clipping
ist
so little of that yellow
Nur
that
den
it would
roten immer
be.
wieder-
Yeah, you don't need to have that much weight. Red just has to go in
den
the
gelben
8 foot.
Geht, wenn die Pech hat, sind beide
So you're
offen.
talking about coming in here, clipping that,
Yeah.
and pushing that. But yeah,
You don't
it's-
need a lot of weight. You just need a little bit of weight to get red out of the 4 foot, and then you have a success, to be honest. So,
But I think because you're clipping
Can't
so
change the
little
lines.
of the yellow,
yeah.
it won't have enough. So you have to put more to get some more
Yeah.
effort into it. So
Other option they're looking at is raising the yellow center guard here. I think
Entweder
that's
bei-
what they're
ja,
going for.
entweder über
I
die
like
gelben
that it's a
weg
bold
oder
call. For
beide
me,
weg
I
sind,
think I
dann
would have
Pech hat,
thought,
wieder
okay,
falsch.
maybe drawing
That's
in to
done.
try to get better.
Yeah.
They saving that for their hammer, I guess. But
Anyway, yeah, a guard gone is also helpful if you're a team with the hammer. It could work.
there's that classic lift and the hard release. Sweepers are racing after this one.
Not curling enough.
Chip pushes the red, that will go through, so opens up a bunch of things, but not quite what
Well,
they intended.
The guards are gone,
Yeah.
and that one annoying red guard that was kind of limiting their options is also gone. So now they have a little of extra options, and they're forcing Verena to put another very good guard. If Verena is not able to put a good guard, then they just have an open shot at getting rid of the redstone. So important guard here for Team Pflügler to try and steal here and end number 2.
Verena will just be doing pretty much the same shot she just threw. Sweeper's going down, just kind of cleaning it light. Now hard for the curl.
Fest curl, geht schon, hard, curl.
Needs to get over. This one might be staying a little bit wide. We have seen a lot of curl drop late, though, so maybe it's getting there. And unfortunately, no, that just hangs out wide.
Yeah, and now this leaves the center open to come in
ist mit Luft.
and do a little tap, tap, tap. Is there space
Einfach
enough?
auf der Mitte, oder?
Obviously, they don't really want to take out their own Yellowstone. That's the risk of trying that. I mean, the angles are not really favorable there, but could work. They just need to hit that front redstone in the house and the 8-foot well enough to have that domino effect.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the physics of everything and how will that top red, depending on where they hit it, where will that go? Does that get into...
Whoa.
This one's going to come with some pace.
Yeah, we have some sneak previews based on the audio, but here it comes. Could work.
And taps it out. Now, is the red or yellow? They are taking a look at it. From our angle, it's yellow, but it is so close. And we're obviously not over the
Are they gonna measure?
T-line. I believe they are. I thought I saw Hannah say, let's go for the measure.
I think so, yeah. They are going to measure. So a little bit of early suspense in the game, trying to figure out whether Team Pflügler is able to steal their way into the third end, or Team Riessersee was able to save the day and win their end. So are we going to have a second tree, or are the Germans going to avoid that scenario?
See, from our angle, it looks like yellow, but you can see that the center of the camera is right over the back line, so that's going to cause some distortion. And if they're looking at it, and if they're bringing this out, it's got to be close. Yeah, tour with some issues, technical issues this morning, and didn't get everything solved before we needed to go live. So we will try to sort it out between the next match. Unfortunately, that is the nature of live streaming. Things happen.
There is an opening ceremony here starting at 11, so there's an extra hour of time to see if we can get this delay out of the building.
Why did it jump to the? Oh, we are in the third end. That's why we're jumping to the third end.
Good
So,
morning to you too,
yeah,
John.
I was like, oh, yep. This is how there's so many things. Also, it's like, yeah, first stream back from the summer break. That's always got to reset the mind too.
Linie gut.
So, Johanna leading things off for Team Pflügler.
gut.
They got the steal. It was
ja.
red.
Ja, schaut nicht so schlecht aus. Jetzt gehen wir rein, okay? Okay, ja, dann Länge. Kann ja bei der Zeit. Okay. Ja, passt.
Sweeping this one down. Not quite on the center line, but that will stop in nicely for a center guard.
Ja, Linie! Alles Linie!
Straight up for the
Alles
call.
Linie!
Yeah, you can tell that
Was geht?
Andrea is yelling before everything started, so
Gut so.
line. This is going to tap on that center guard, as I heard. There's the tick, and it's going to roll in. Little Swedish curl there. All right, looking for a hit and roll here. Going to try to get rid of that yellow, roll over underneath the guard.
Ja. Wo? Sehr schön. Gut gespielt. 9-0, genau.
We heard the hit. Does not get the roll, but I think for Team Pflügler, that's okay.
Well, I think Team Pflügler is still an ambitious team. I think they are going for that roll, but the main job indeed is making sure it's out. But the roll would have been absolutely perfect.
Nur Länge, viel Platz. Viel Platz. Nur Länge. Wo muss Curlen? Wo Linie auch nicht, der ist ewig weit. Okay.
This one over curling. Gonna go a little bit deep as well. Is that gonna come through the back of the house? Verena getting the sweep, and yeah, that's gonna go out. So unfortunate stone there. Big break for Team Pflügler. I'd like to welcome everybody to the first ever stop motion curling broadcast.
Okay. Linie ist gut. Hallo, Platz. Okay. Festlänge. Okay. Okay. Danke, gut gewischt.
A little bit higher than she wanted. Is that going to get that curl over? No, that's going to stay on the opposite side of the center line. So open hit here for Lisa. Now they have a guard. She has a guard to roll in behind. So not their own stone, but that doesn't really matter when you're trying to score.
Nope.
Okay.
There's the hit. Let's take a look at it in instant replay. Gets the hit, and yellow rolls out the side. Will that go out of play? It does. So unfortunate. Clears out the house, though. Keeps it away. Keeps the scoring down to a minimum. But now they've got that guard to worry about in the middle. Pflügler is more than happy to just put something in behind it.
Linie ist gut. Nur Länge. Okay. Jetzt Curl da. Noch ein bisschen Curl. Curl, get you curl.
Wanting to get this one to curl more. It looks like it's sitting out wide.
Ja,
Starting to
das
come
schön,
down.
hast du super.
And there it goes. Gets in behind nicely and stays above the tee.
Yeah, great draw here.
Fantastic stone there.
And immediately pressure here on Team Riessersee. I mean, they are looking to work on coming back into the game, but Pflügler
Ja,
is
maximal
just
hinten raus.
having a firm grip
Maximal hinten raus.
on this German team here.
Gut,
I
hinten,
hope it's
hinten
not
raus.
me being the broadcaster's jinx. I mean, but I guess you picked team 2, so either one of us could be the jinx. It's just or maybe I was intentionally picking against you, so I know I would lose, and then I would get the pick in the next round.
Yeah, I figured Team Pflügler, they just had a tournament in Oslo
Sorry, war
a weekend
unser,
ago, so
Entschuldige.
they should be having a bit of a head start starting the season here.
Gets onto that red, shooter goes out, red gets out of the house. Great stone.
Yeah,
Good
excellent.
results.
Linie ist gut. Wo? Nur wo, dann ganz weg, wenn er länger ist. Ganz weg, ganz weg, ganz weg.
My
13,
coffee
6.
is now ice coffee. We're up in a booth, but we are still out on the ice arena area.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Linie ist
I
perfekt.
lasted half an hour into the game before I had to put my jacket on.
That's something I remember from last year. It is chilly here, and if you're playing curling, you don't mind it that much.
You see Astrid and Hannah with their short sleeves. They're doing some sweeping there. They are definitely getting warm. When you're sitting around just kind of talking about curling, you don't get as warm.
Okay.
This one looks pretty good. It is going to get behind the guard, but is that going to carry past the tee? Yes, that is just a little bit deep. Should end up in the shot position. It does, but behind the tee line, so
Ihr habt gerade so gegeben, ich werde viel weniger geben.
opportunity for Hannah to still do something with this.
Yeah, and it's kind of a big miracle Hannah was able to be on time here for the Kitzbühel tournament, because she has established a reputation for herself of missing a flight. She missed a flight to the Oslo Cup a week ago. Got stuck in Salzburg.
Nur Länge. Nur Länge.
And if I remember right,
bringen wir
last
daher,
year
aber
her
du musst
train
noch
was
früh curlen.
delayed, so she was late getting here.
14-0.
Not missing any matches,
curl,
but
jetzt
still
curl.
not as
Wo,
early
wo,
as she
wo,
wanted to
wo,
be.
wo.
Yeah.
Der Shot, aber
This one's sitting wide, starting to curl over, but I think
Was?
that's not going to be over enough, and that's going to run into the back. And shot stone is behind the guard. Going to be still plenty of room to draw in. All the shots are behind the tee line, so plenty of room for something to get into position.
Just noticed Annemiek popped in the stream rooting for Team Pflügler. Makes sense, because also Johanna is a former teammate of the Broomies. Johanna playing with the Broomies last season.
Hi, Annemiek. Thank you for letting me go on your honeymoon.
Ja.
This one coming over nicely. Yeah, that it's going to get behind and sits right above the other red back there. Let's make sure we see. Yep,
There's
that is shot.
A bit on the deep side, though. I mean, it crossed the tee line, and now it still leaves options for Team Pflügler to come in with their draw. So that was a bit too heavy, I guess. They were really looking for a draw behind center guard in front of the tee line.
Yeah. Team Pflügler looking for... Well, they don't mind taking one. They can steal one every end, and they'll be happy. They'll win the match. Obviously, you know, they want to score more if they can, but there's no pressure on them to score. After this end, if Riessersee gives up another steal, that's going to be a lot of pressure on them to get back to where they need to be.
Yeah, fun fact from Verena, or Ena as her friends would call her, she is able to count to 10 in 10 different languages, even including Japanese. She knows a little bit of Japanese.
I think I can count to 3 in Japanese. Oh, this one is hogged, unfortunately. Oh no, I can count to 4. I took karate when I was like 8, and we always had to count out. So it's ich ni son chi. It's the only thing I remember from Japanese, and somebody's probably going to say, "No, that's not correct." And to that, I would say, I'm not surprised. Another little draw, place to draw in. Get, probably want to get this one behind the cover and above the tee line. And the teams have been struggling to keep it above the tee. Is that a little bit heavy? That definitely feels heavy. That's going to swing right by, or slide right by. Yeah, never had a chance.
No, that was definitely too heavy here.
I heard the word langsam. I know that means slow, but I couldn't quite understand the reference or what she was saying, but it didn't feel slow to me. Or maybe she thought
schon,
it
aber
was
dafür muss ich
slow.
rüberkommen. Ich bin etwas kürzer, ist kein Zwischendurch.
All right, another shot for Verena. Just get in, get above the tee line. And they're looking pretty good for another steal.
Linie! Whoa.
This one creeping down, seems to be going at extra slow pace, but see Hana saying let's drag it down as deep as they can. Astrid really working the broom, and that one comes into a stop right there on the back one, frozen in, but behind the tee line.
Yeah, this is slightly on the heavy side, leaving an option for Andrea to come in. And is there a possibility to go for a takeout here? Are they looking at angles?
If they can get just on the inside part of the nose, this red will jam off there, this one will there, and they could still sit 2.
It's interesting.
There is a possibility for them to score 2.
And not a lot you can do wrong, because if you nose hit the red one, you just stick around for 1 point, which is the same result as going for a draw. Even the draw would be on the heavier side because of the backing, so you might as well try and get that extra bonus point.
Yep, I like this call. And the red, that second red jamming against the yellow in the back doesn't matter because you still have the yellow. It wouldn't be counting. So yeah, still an opportunity here for Riessersee to score 2, tie this match up. See, I think they might have just been lulling you into a false sense of confidence.
Yeah.
False sense of security. There's the lift and the push. But she does that on the draws as well, the lift, so it's not just for weight. But this one's staying wide. It's just not curling as much as they thought. It's going to catch the red on the side.
Ooh, this could get scary.
Oh, how does that work? Oh, we were too slow on that camera, but I believe that is going to be a steal of 1 for red.
Yeah, I think so too. And if Team Pflügler is keeping this pace for the rest of the tournament and the season, we're going to see a big forest emerging in Europe the coming years.
All right, yeah, see Johanna is putting the stone out on the hack, so that is going to be a 1 for them. Obviously, you'll see that in a delayed fashion. There we go. But that takes us into end number 4. Team Pflügler leading at 3-0. Scoring 1 in the first and then stealing 2 ends in a row. Putting a lot of pressure on Riessersee.
Picken weit. Okay. Schauen. Was? Das wäre super. Linie ist gut.
The line is good. Something
13
else
ab.
was
Ich
super.
glaube, der bremst noch richtig schön ab. Curlen tut er dann nicht so viel, aber er
Hence,
war einfach
that's
raus.
breaking in German.
Passt. Kannst du den Punkt aufhängen? Danke. Passt schön, Jochi.
Johanna, or Yochi as she is known to her friends. Getting a nice stone coming into the house, and I believe that's what they wanted. I think they're looking at, let's bring it into the house, let's put some pressure on them, see what they do. Are they going to play the hitting game? They say, well, we can hit too.
Muss viel Curlen!
If they start setting up corner guards, then
Dieser! Oh, oh.
Yeah, with a 3-point lead in this short game, 110 minutes.
Ja, ja.
it's a
Are they going to start adapting their strategy towards
Gut, Rainer.
bringing in the win, or is it too early in the match to really think of playing the scoreboard or kind of being a bit risk averse and roll your way into the last couple of ends?
My guess is they'll start playing scoreboard and playing to win. Decent corner guard there. Maybe a little bit wide, but settles up right nicely against the house.
Engere Spur. 3 reicht. 3 passt super. Da ist perfekt. Okay, dann vielleicht.
This one looks pretty good.
Aber
Just
dann
trying to
lass uns
set
weiter
up a
über
guard
das
out in front of the
Linie ist
red
sehr
in the
schön.
house.
Lass mal auf. Ich glaube, das ist ganz okay.
That's carrying a little bit deep though.
Okay. 14-5.
Yep, that one comes down, settles in. Top of the 4-foot, half covered, but that is a doubleable stone.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Nein, 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 nein.
Yeah, it looks like from that, it sounds like they are definitely going for some weight.
Okay.
Maybe not the right line. A little bit wide. Is that going to curl over and even catch the back one? Something tells me this one's flying by, because we did not hear the tick sound earlier. And so, yeah, that one just settles back.
Yeah, a flash, as they would call it. There are rumors that a team in Belgium considered using the term flash as their official team name, but that was not the case afterwards.
Linie gut. Hat Platz. Nur Länge. Nur Länge. Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl.
Wanting this one to curl over, getting up a
Fest
guard
curl.
in front of
Geht
those
schon, geht schon,
two.
geht schon. Noch weiter rüber, weiter rüber, rüber. Fest, 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 fest. Okay.
Trying to bring this one over as far as they can. And stays a little bit wide, so the double is still there if they choose to go for it.
Yep.
Okay.
There was a hit. I heard 2 clicks, so that means there is something coming up. Let's see. And there is on the nose, hits one. Unfortunately, it sticks around, gets one in the back, and now the red is protected by their own yellow. Easy call for Verena. Let's throw something just over the top.
Linie passt. Okay. Linie gut. Viel Curl.
Looks good so far.
Hard Curl. Fest Curl. Fest Curl zu Center. Du musst zu Center, zu Center, zu Center. Geht schon Curl. Hard, hard,
Wanting this one to
hard.
get to the center. Sweepers getting on it. The center line
Okay, passt.
would be perfect.
Gut gewischt, Hanna, danke.
And late curl and some sweep, and it gets over, creates a, covers it a little bit, so
Yep.
that should be good. Still a gap to run through, but it's going to be hard to get on the nose to run.
Also nur mit hinten
Straight
raus,
back.
oder?
Yeah, and
Hinten raus. So rum. Schneller.
Yeah, don't need a heavy one here. Just need to
Okay.
get it around the guard or even a clip on the guard, but it sounds like that's clipping over.
Linie gut. Oh.
Okay, with the line. Seeing fingers going up, indicating
Ah, dann
it's
Linie.
3 or 4, so probably like the weight. They're not really sweeping it for that. Letting the line,
Ja, ja, ja.
letting the stone curl over.
Okay.
Ooh, little chip on the yellow. Red sits exposed, so now they're in a little bit of trouble here. There's a double there. Get rid of both of those reds. Yellow could roll off to the side of the house under some cover. There's the weight coming down. We hear clicks on
So,
one.
so.
Oh, it's going to over curl off their. Nope, does catch both of the reds. Okay.
yeah, that was a pretty nice one. And now options here again for Team Riessersee to maybe, hopefully for them score 2. But Team Pflügler, they're just gonna keep the house clean and gonna force them to
Sauber.
draw for
Ja,
1.
Linie.
Yeah, they're going to try to come in and go over that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Does get rid of it.
Sit.
Red rolls out, though, no matter
Der
how
Wasch
much
auf
they
the
ask
center
for it to
abgeben.
sit. So house is clean, but lots of guards up front to work with for Team Riessersee. Slowly making its way down. I think that one's going to be just fine around the guards. Now I just want to make sure
Okay.
it gets into the house. And actually goes a lot deeper than I would have expected.
Yeah.
You look at the speed and it feels like, okay, that's going to creep in probably, you know, right into the 8-foot and goes all the way into the behind the tee line. So I saw Hannah tap her broom out in front of the yellow, so they were going to look for a draw in on top of that, take away that as a scorer, lock something into place.
Yeah, that yellow stone could help Team Pflügler a lot trying to steal here. Just imagine if they were able to put something in. just in front of it. We've seen Verena throw some very good draws here in earlier ends. Coming nicely around the guards. Will it settle?
Looks pretty good. They're just going to let this one go.
Maybe bit too heavy though.
That's going to get behind the tee, yeah. But a freeze up against that yellow in the back is okay. Nope, taps it, so there is that separation. You're looking at. I'm looking at this.
I was watching the overhead, so that was definitely slightly too heavy. Opened up.
Ja, okay. Ja, nein, ja. Doch, der muss ich machen, dass du gar nicht bist. Ja. Noch besser gefällt, ja. Weil so eben die richtige. Ja. Am Ende darf er halt. Danke. Das ist schon okay. Das ist schön.
Oh, psyched me out. I thought she was going to go bring the stone back, deciding, nope, this broomhead's not in the right position. There's the swing.
Genau, stimmt. So wenig zwar. Also bis 10 vor.
Oh. Straight away call for sweep, wanting to get this on the line. As soon as it starts to curl, it goes hard, so we want to make sure this one gets around, looks pretty good.
I like this one. I like this one a lot.
Now that is going to get around nicely onto the top of that red.
Yeah. Now, important stone here for Andrea. Or Verena, sorry.
Yes. Andrea just threw that very nice stone. It's like, now she gets to throw another one? I don't think that's how it works.
I was speaking at the scoreboard, and while I was saying it, I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, a good draw here, and they could steal, but if for some reason they leave this one open or it doesn't end up in a spot where they hope it to be, then Team Riessersee could come back and score a couple of points. But it's out there, the options are out there to steal. Hannah indicating this could be wide. Needs to curl a lot. It will, but will it in time? Finds a little tap. Ooh, tap, no, and this is worst case.
Open.
Yeah, this is open takeout for 3 here, and Team Riessersee, they can just swap in and tie the game after 4 ends, and this stone was wide from the start. You noticed Hannah indicating this, and they were hoping for it to curl, but just not enough.
I saw Verena kind of throwing, or Astrid throwing her fingers up like this is heavy as well, so wasn't going to allow it to curl. Yeah, this is going to allow Riessersee a chance to tie things up. They had it last end and missed it, so let's see what happens on this one. But last one they had to have a really very tight draw, so this one a little bit more flexibility. Looking at that broom position, it's going to be some decent weight. Here it comes in. That is going to catch it on the nose, and that is going to be 3 for Riessersee. They are going to tie this match up.
And I wonder, Team Pflügler, they had an option to steal here. They could have had a comfortable position, but that is out of the window here. 3-3 instead of a 4-0. That's a huge difference in terms of how the next couple of ends will go.
Yep.
3 trees for Team Pflügler. But they probably want to win the game as well here.
Yes. The trees are a nice bonus, but I'm sure that's not what they're thinking about when they're on the ice.
And they get the hammer now for the first time. And let's see, it is
Ja, jetzt darf er ruhig
10 o'clock
raus.
right now. 60 minutes have been played. 50 minutes to go.
Fast.
This one going a bit deep, going into the house. And that will end up, it's a great LSD. Ooh.
Sauber. Ball. Sauber. Sauber. Ja, Linie. Jetzt Linie. Ja, Linie. Ja.
I need to
Yeah.
learn what Sauber is, because that's
Yeah.
it's not the first time I've heard her say that
Schön.
today.
28.
This one coming over, gets the hit, and sits in the middle and gets the job done. This could be the end. We see some hits going on.
Wow. Ja! Ja! Komm fest! Komm fest, das geht alles! Alles.
She's on mute, by the way.
Wow.
We're picking that up here in our
Rainer.
broadcasters. If I wasn't wearing my thinking glasses, I would have a look. I would have looked out on the ice to see how many teams started sweeping or responding to her to Andrea's shout. She has a commanding presence out on the ice.
Sauber. Sauber. Linie. Linie. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa's saying Sauber means clean.
Oh, that's good to know.
Good to
sorry,
know.
ich wollte
Ja.
nicht mehr rein. Na, 69. War ein bisschen langsamer.
Gets rid of the yellow. Unfortunately, red rolls out, which is probably not a terrible thing for them to have happen right this moment. 4 stones played, none left in the house, so we are starting back at 0. Square one, let's say. Square one. And I just realized that was the one thing I forgot to bring this year. One of the many things I forgot to bring this year was my binoculars. So
Oh,
I
the
could read
binoculars.
so I could read the scoreboards.
But they're on soft peeler, so that's no problem.
Gut, Lisa.
If I have a quick update on the other sheets, we have a Curling Südtirol Bruneck leading 4-1 against Curling Club Hubi, and then sheet B, Team Brno from Czechia winning 3-0 against the Austrian team Kark for now. Sheet C, Swiss team Curling Club Außensitze losing 1-6 against Curling Club Fusion. That's Fusion with Team
Linie
Jensch.
gut. Auf 6.
And sheet D, obviously the one
Fast
we're
Länge.
broadcasting. On sheet D,
Fast
we have
Länge.
the
Fast
Portage
Länge.
Juniors playing against
Ja,
Oberdorf.
Stefan
They're
Weißer.
winning 6-1.
Eher nicht? Okay, dann lass mich raus.
And on sheet F,
Okay.
Swiss team Napoli leading 4-2 against the Austrian team Der Vorstadt.
This stone here coming up a little bit light. This gives another guard for Riessersee to work with. Team Pflügler trying to get that one in behind, just not enough weight. Lisa with her second stone of the end. Sweeper's kind of bringing this one down. Looks like it's plenty wide, but is it too heavy?
Sorry, ist gut so.
What we've seen, that's just a little bit on the fast side. I think that's going to slide through. And again, John is wrong. It is just behind the tee line, but in a pretty good spot behind the guard. So again, proving I know nothing.
Yeah, I was feeling comfortable with my
good?
pick and the predictions after the trio lead from Team Pflügler, but now also the prediction game is has been reset.
Linie.
Yep.
Linie.
Yep.
Und le- Wir schauen noch Guard aus. Okay.
This one is going to tap on their own
Gut,
guard.
jetzt tschüss noch.
And is also a little bit light, so just a
16-3.
little bit of a
Der erste
chip.
war 17-0, der war 16. Also 16.
Oh, another protection, another guard there for Riessersee's yellow in the house there, so not a good opening half of the end for Team
Ja,
Pflügler.
Now it becomes a mental game. Stay in focus.
Yeah, you don't want to let the mistakes keep building up. You got to keep your head in it. Don't let the little mistakes become big ones.
Gut so. Passt.
It's going to chip that yellow back. It's going to tap into the house. I believe they both split in. Note one stays out, but it is out in the open. The other one is another guard.
Über den roten. Meinst den direkt zurück, gell?
Looking at different options here.
Den?
Hit and roll, possibly a tap back on one of the reds.
Ja, passt.
You know, they could tap this one back on there. They've got this option here.
Fast Nase.
Looks like that's what they're going to do. We're going to run the middle red back.
It makes sense.
Little bit of an angle on that top yellow, and they could get both of they could get a double out. So
Wo? Ja, ja, ja!
having the sweep. There's the hit. There's the angle. Oh, unfortunately it jams, but it does open things out. So that's a pretty good result there.
Yep.
They've got Riessersee is now going to have to put something in as a guard, although they are sitting 2 at this moment. They've got some things to work with at the top of the house, so.
Ja, ich weiß schon. Ich sehe es schon. Ich sehe es.
Calling for a discussion.
I think they're still opting to guard up. Have their shot and second shots. They are coming back to explain the idea here.
I'm going to need to find out where they put the blankets.
Yeah. I'm gonna search for a blanket later on.
yeah. Between the matches, I'm going for a walk. Gonna do some stairs to get some heat into the legs.
Oh, and a coffee.
And a coffee, yeah. Rick, hello from Austria. Good to see you. It has been a while.
It has been a while indeed. Yeah. Hi, Rick.
Hope you are doing well.
Gut so.
This one curling a bit hard. Is that going to stop in line? No, I think that's going to leave that yellow in the back exposed a little bit. Yeah, kind of over curled there.
Yeah, options here for Pflügler now. But I was thinking, greetings from Canada. What time is it in Canada right now? If it's 10 o'clock in the morning in Austria. Must be in the middle of the night there.
It would be 4 a.m. on the East Coast and 1 a.m. on the West. It could be 5 a.m. if he's in the extreme east of
Sauber?
Canada.
Ja.
But I think
Ja,
if I
Linie.
recall, Rick is somewhere in Ontario.
Curl. Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard
Wanting
curl.
this one to curl
Hard curl.
over. Gets it and
Okay.
rolls over.
10-0.
Will that sit in the house, Andrea, trying to get it out?
Okay.
And that does stay biting in the back. Good positioning there, too. It's out in the open, but... Oh, I guess they kind of have to go for it. Checking if their yellow is shot or not.
Ja.
Oh, getting
Das
up
macht's.
early to head to Stu Cells in Oakville. All right. Well, I hope that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Not the getting up at 4 a.m. part, but I imagine the curling will be good.
Apparently, at a certain age, getting up early in the morning becomes natural. But,
Yeah, I haven't reached that age yet, so.
Looking in the background, Lisa kind of cleaning her nose. That was one thing, like a little big detail I noticed straight away. The organization here, they've put a lot of tissue boxes on the tables because this is how you can tell that the organization knows curling and they know it from a practicing perspective. They know that your nose is going to get runny throughout the day, and these things are super handy. They're little details, but you don't want to clean your nose with the sleeves of your jerseys all day.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a sign. Yeah, these guys know what they're doing.
Trying to hold the line on this one, needing it to get around the guard. Is that going to kind of curling a bit? Oh, it sneaks around. I guess I'm looking at the wrong feed. I'm commenting on the delayed feed. This one gets in perfectly behind everything.
And now is yellow sitting 1 or 2?
Na, ich glaube, gelb ist knapp besser. Ja.
She thinks, I think yellow's still better, so they're guessing yellow is second shot.
Draw daher.
So no sense yet. So yeah, draw in on top
Ja,
of.
finde ich gut. Hätten wir da Eis.
Get something a little bit better behind all those guards. Keep it above the tee.
Ja. Bin mir nicht sicher, ob sie einmal zusammenlegen. Das ist knapp. Genau.
Genau.
Gut. 10, 420? Fragezeichen? Ja. Perfekt.
Rick asking, is Rob Rechless in the draw in Austria? No, not this year. They, I don't know what their schedule is.
I don't know. I mean, I know what their schedule was last weekend, but I'm not sure what it.
This one's sneaking around. Are they going to be able to get this one better than that yellow?
Okay.
Unfortunately not. Sits up high. I have this feeling that either Andrea isn't saying anything, or it's a little bit loose. I think she just was not saying anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes also it's the angle that they put the microphones on. Sometimes it doesn't pick. It's not pointed directly at their mouth, and it doesn't get picked up all the way when they're just talking quietly. There's the big lift. Going to try to draw this one in
Whoa,
between.
whoa!
Or actually, no, coming around the outside, that's going to tap and push that yellow hopefully deeper into second shots. And I believe it has. Very nice
It
stone
definitely
there.
has, yeah. So,
Now
Dringend irgendwas.
it's a
Op-
force to
Versuchen
one
wir
here.
drawn.
Yeah, they
Huh?
only. I guess they have to draw.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else they could do at this point
Yeah,
to
been
score
okay.
more than one.
Okay.
And
dann schauen wir.
the 8 foot is kind of open. There's
Kriegen die
space to come
back.
in.
Yeah, it needs slightly more than full 8 foot.
Mach mal einen Draw.
Half 8 foot would be good.
Meter länger.
They should know the line. They should know the weight by now. So looks like they're going to come in between everything up the middle.
Yep. A draw for 1, drawing against 2. But there is enough space to come in, so it's probably all about the weight here. And now it's in the hands of the sweepers to make a good judgment here.
Festlegen, geht schon.
Oh, do they think it's light?
Fest.
It's gonna curl hard. Can they avoid tapping against the red one? It is scary, but it is coming into the 8 foot. It's deep enough, and it does the job. 1 point for Pflügler. They scared me a bit with high fives and scoring the 1 there.
No problem. What are you talking about? That was easily in the 4 foot.
And great performance for the sweepers to stay on it. I think without sweepers would have been a different result here.
So Team Pflügler rejoins. Yeah, retakes the lead.
Yeah.
4-3.
And well, they are resetting. Let's have a quick peek on the 6th sheeter here, because we have 6 games going on throughout each session. On sheet A, which is the most top left side here for our viewers, we have the Italian team, the Curling Südtirol Bruneck, currently leading 4-2 against the Austrian team Hubi. And then on sheet B, we have WLAN Brno from Czechia leading 5-0 against team Kark. On sheet C, Swiss team Austensitter losing 1-9 against Curling Club Kitzbühel, team Jensch with Daniela Jensch. And then sheet E, Swiss Portage Juniors 90 from the year 1990, I think, playing against Oberstdorf, leading 6-1. And then finally on sheet F, team Napoli, which is a Swiss team, leading 6-2 over the Austrian team, team Vorstadt. So a lot of games currently going on here, and our game, of course, and our sheet is team Pflügler, currently leading 4-3 against team Riessersee.
Sneaking its way in. Just stays out front of the house. Let's figure out where we are on who's throwing what stone.
Whoa. Okay. Dann Linie. Ja, Linie. Hardlinie. Hardlinie. Oh, na, ist vorbei. Ist vorbei. Jetzt seht ihr das.
And so far, it's I think a bit difficult to
Viel
really predict
Platz!
who's going to win this game. Team
Viel
Pflügler
Platz!
scoring
Wow!
1.
Ben muss er callen! Lisa! Lisa! Oh, nur Länge! Ja, komm fest!
This one
Weiter, 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 weiter,
trying
weiter!
to get this
Weiter,
one
nur ein
down
bisschen,
behind
nur ein
that
bisschen.
guard.
Geht los, geht los, geht los.
Sweeping it as much as they can, trying to get it as Carrie doesn't quite get fully buried.
10-5. 10-5. Wo? Ja, Karl. Ja, der Karl, das geht.
And just does not curl enough. Slides through. They were hoping to
Ja,
tap yellow and
Aufwärtiger.
roll to the right, sort of as a guard. But just not enough curl for that one. And now is Riessersee going to go for this hit and roll option here? Get rid of the redstone and roll underneath their own yellow stones. This one also stays wide. And just flashes there. And a second attempt here for Team
Gib mir
Pflügler
weniger.
to do their hit and roll.
Sauber. Linie. Linie. Ja. Ho.
Gets the hit,
Okay.
rolls over the top of there, shooter goes out. And leaves an open hit for yellow to get over and roll under their guard. Where do you think? Now, the way he's lining up the broom, I would say hit. I've been known to be wrong before.
Laser!
Gets the hit, rolls out to the other side. Setting up for their own hit and roll on their own, trying to get this one back over.
Sauber. 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 Curl. Okay.
Gets the hit, rolls out.
79.
Apologize for the delays between the cameras. Can't do much during the stream. Gonna have to fix it after.
Yep. Consider it a replay feature we never thought of.
Yeah. That is certainly one way to look at it.
Okay.
I believe there's 15 minutes left in this match. Should be able for them to get through probably a seventh end. They'll get the seventh end started before the bell rings. This one coming down, sitting out in the open though.
I think there's still more time. We have
Sauber.
110 minutes for the bell to ring, so that is An hour and
20
50 minutes.
25 minutes. Yeah, I had in my head an
Michael.
hour and 40, but yeah, now hour and 50.
Michael.
That's correct.
Michael.
So we might even see 8 ends.
Schön,
Yeah.
schön,
Should see
nice.
8 ends. 25 minutes.
9-9.
Now I wonder if there's an end cap. Or could they, if they play fast enough, get through 9 ends? This gets the hit, stays out in the
Nice.
middle.
Ja, 9-9.
I think it's a pretty straightforward hit and roll over here. Gets the hit and rolls out to the outside. Keeps it open. Not a bad result for them.
Gib mal auch so, ja.
Gonna make it
Perfekt.
more difficult
10-0.
for Team Pflügler to get their roll over underneath that yellow guard.
Gut, 10-0, was die Hanako gespielt hat. Nase. Wir halten sie mit dem offenen. Ist hier nichts Wildes.
Every so often there is a buzz in Verena's mic. And I think she just she's got it in a position where she just hits it.
Maybe, yeah.
hits the body pack.
Perfekt.
Gets the hit, sits out in the open. And to be honest, for Team Pflügler, that's not a bad result. They just want to make sure that Riessersee can't score more than 1. So force them to hit, hopefully leave things open, maybe get a mistake, and then try to score 2, try to steal 1 or 2. Or at least force Riessersee to a draw for 1. There's the hit, sits out in the open. Maybe I'll just comment on the replay.
Yeah.
There we go. Andrea's sitting there watching sliders, just following this one in, and there we go. So Team Pflügler wanting to get this yellow one out. That's the most important. Try to roll the red one over, or at least sit in the house at some point.
Wow.
Gets rid of the yellow and stays biting, so that is going to force a draw here for Andrea. If that red hadn't stayed biting the house, they could have gone for some kind of split passively to score 2, but unfortunately not. So just a simple draw into the house. Or would they go for the blank? That would be an interesting call here to see a blank. You hear her shouting, so they are going for trying to get this one, gets the red, and it does roll out, so they take the blank here to keep the hammer into the 7th end. Score stays 4-3 for Team Pflügler. Sweepers really had to work to hold that one online. Johanna will be leading things off for Team Pflügler here
Okay,
in the 7th
runter.
end. They lead it 4-3.
Linie war super. 13-9. Ich dachte, passt schon. Lass mal noch was.
Riessersee taking a
Lass mal
blank,
genau
or
so.
going with the blank
Yes.
in the previous
Sehr
end
schön.
to keep the hammer. I don't think this will be the last end. We still have about 20 minutes, 19 minutes remaining. However, they probably think that's going to be a good time to try to, they'd rather go for 2 than take 1. And a stone comes down into the house. So takeout coming here. This one hits. Yellow rolls out of the house. Is that shooter going away? Sorry, not the shooter. It's the shot stone. A little bit of a Swedish curl.
Yeah, I think it's back in. I think it's back in.
Might have come back in. So did not get the job done with that stone. Let's see what Astor chooses to do. Sorry, Verena chooses to do with this stone.
Auf 6. Schaut gut aus. Gar nichts. 14-0. Am Ende laufen schon shit.
Just at the back edge of the
Weißt du,
4-foot.
die würden besser lassen.
Muss viel curlen.
Playing for the corner guard here.
Yeah, they need to score 2, basically.
This one is too heavy. That one's going to go through the back of the house with
Okay, pass.
Verena taking her chances, trying to help it out. Nope, John's wrong again. I thought she was just going to help it out the back, and no, that's stayed in there, sitting second shot.
Could be important. Who knows? We've seen these kind of stones count in the end.
For the center line guard.
Linie good. Okay.
As long as Pflügler has that one there in the
It's
middle,
okay.
I think they're just going to start pushing,
Nein, wir werden nicht freezen. Die werden davor
jamming up
lassen.
the middle.
Für Freeze ist er zu kalt zu viel.
This one's going to be deep, and it's going to overcurl. Will it freeze onto that yellow?
Yeah, could be a good option there.
No,
Okay,
does
best.
not get back there, and actually leaves kind of a pocket double.
Yeah. Frage.
But is that something they're going to want to do, or would they freeze in there to kind of lock something in place?
Erst die.
Yeah, they're thinking.
Yeah, where Andrea put her broom down just before going back. Looks like, yeah, the freeze is an option. Nope, not going for the freeze, playing for the hit.
Freeze.
Gets rid of one now. Thank you, Verena.
Auf 7.
Verena calling for the freeze.
T-Line.
Going for T-line with this one.
I think it's definitely sure we're going to see 8 ends here in this game.
7. Linie gut.
Yeah,
Linie sehr
just
schön.
about halfway through this one. 14 minutes
daher.
left. Yeah, well,
Daher.
they would require some monumental thinking, and I don't think Pflügler wants to have anything super complicated out there. Oh, and
Oh,
just
man.
sneaks by and sits into second or third spot.
Yeah.
Das ist
Ideally, Pflügler would accept
hier. Weil länger was
Riessersee to
drin.
just score one, so they can have the hammer and finish it off in the last ends.
Yeah, right on the nose of these two reds. That'll send those both away. Even slightly outside nose would do the job, and yellow would stay. They would like a little bit of separation. They probably don't want a nose hit. That would leave a double.
Auch gut.
Comes over, curls, gets rid of one, but now they're sitting connected.
Nase.
Yeah, this leaves kind of a good takeout opportunity here. Nice nose hits should clear both yellow stones and leave red
Schwimmen.
in a good situation.
Happy.
Depending on how the shot Yellowstone will affect the red one biting the forefoot. But that could be interesting, and the most important thing is they need to clear some Yellowstones just to avoid Team Riessersee from scoring too much on their hammer, basically.
Whoa. 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 Okay.
Curl, is that going to get over? It does.
Yep.
Gets on the edge. Pushes
Okay.
things
Oh, that
out
works.
Nice, Anna.
and creates some separation, and now
7-7.
they are sitting two.
Yeah, and the important thing is they have shot, they have second shot, they have shot and second shot, so that Yellowstone coming into a scoring position is something that could happen, but then Riessersee needs to clear 2 red stones to make that happen. So for Team Pflügler, this is a nice setup so far.
Yep. Like that result there. Looks like they're going to try to get rid of this top red, kind of roll over. They stay in front of something to get some backing. Jams
Okay.
on the back. Rolls over.
Ja, die lebt auch noch. Lebt noch.
Yeah, and this is take out and roll in front of
10-5,
your other red
10-0,
stone,
10-0.
and then you leave a 4-1 draw.
Ja.
And they could get the benefit of if it slightly over curls, they could still double both of the yellows out. So
Yeah, that would.
there's an option there.
I would be scared of that
Sauber.
option because even
Linie.
Yeah,
take
too
a-
much over curl, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it would jam on their red.
Ja. Hard. Geht schon. Alles. Hard. Hard.
Wanted to make sure this doesn't go too far over the nose.
Oh.
And there's the one. Is it going to come out the back?
that was scary, but it worked. It worked.
worked out. Yeah, that. I'm sure they were a bit of a hold the breath on that one, but able to hold it. Johanna able to hold that one online, get it, and they move the yellow one a little bit further away. Not quite into third spot or fourth spot, but still that means 2 more reds for Florian to deal with.
Yeah.
Jetzt ist es spät. Okay.
Oh, and it runs back, gets the red out, but also takes that yellow in
And
the
that's
back.
unfortunate
Yeah,
because
black.
now it just becomes a situation of Team Pflügler
10-0.
getting rid of those yellow stones and really going for that 4-1 here.
Now, if it comes down to that, you have to look at
Nase.
would Riessersee, would they
Ja,
take the
10-0.
blank again?
10-0.
Yeah.
Das ist Hannah gespielt hat.
Not easy to take a blank where you need to clear a lot of stones to go for that blank, and if it misses, then you could hurt yourselves. You might just have to accept a tie and try and steal.
Wo? Wo? Gar nichts.
Trying Trying to get this to curl over. It does. Ooh, just slides underneath. The red stays.
Yeah.
They did not want to take their own out.
Now there is a double takeout possibility, maybe. If they would want to go for this this blank end, then the double takeout might be here. That was the reason why Team Pflügler probably wanted to have their shooter roll to the left, kind of spread the house a bit, making the blank completely impossible. But a shooter from Pflügler rolled out. I think they're looking at a potential blank
Well,
here.
if they hit this double, the shooter stays.
Yeah.
Very likely stays.
Yeah, but then Pflügler will probably take out the shooter and
Yes.
and they'll have to go for a takeout and blank the end. So that's going to be the scenario that's being unrolled in front of our eyes.
Ja.
Bisschen mehr.
A little bit more, so they're just going for the single takeout.
Yeah.
Deciding that the double out isn't worth it. Because if they miss that, yeah, then suddenly Pflügler's splitting the house and forcing,
Hoch.
definitely forcing the draw to one.
Yeah, depends.
So this one curling, getting on the nose. Probably wanted this one to roll a little closer to that red, but I think it still does the job.
Yeah, so take out yellow and roll a bit to the left. Get some separation between your two red stones, and then you're forcing Andrea to draw for one here. Aside from missing, there's not really that much that's going to go wrong for Team Pflügler with this stone.
Let's see if the announcer's curse is here.
Yeah, they prefer not to roll over to the right side, leaving a potential double and leaving the blank out there.
Hard! Hard! Very good. Very good.
This one coming down and does the job.
Yep.
Schön, schön, danke.
And so now the decision is, ooh, I think they're probably just going to go for the hit.
Yeah.
Nose hit, keep
Nose
it
hit
in.
and roll to the center as a margin of error.
Yeah, double doesn't do anything.
No,
for
double
them,
is too
so-
tricky. If it doesn't work and you leave a red stone behind, then
Bisschen mehr, Rainer. Bisschen mehr.
I think she wants a bit more ice. I think.
Sounded like it. Sounded like she was saying Meer,
Yeah.
which is very close to the Dutch Meer. Well, it's the same, so which means more.
Ja, ja. Hoch. Ja.
This one coming over, gets the hits and rolls over into the back of the forefoot. So that is going to be one for Riessersee. They tie things up.
Yeah, and we'll see how this game will unfold in the decisive final end. And number 8 so far, a pretty good game. Teams are well balanced. The game was well balanced. That's something we like, coming down to the last end, the last stone, kind of building that arch of suspense. I have the bio sheet open for Andrea, just for some fun facts. Apparently, she is not just super talented in curling, but also in skifahren, skiing, and kochen. So,
Cooking.
yeah.
All right, so Rainer will be starting things off.
Okay.
And Andrea started curling in 1975, so this year she has been curling for half a century. That is
that's incredible. I was going to say I was 2 years old when And I'm already called old, so.
Yeah.
Linie, Linie. Wo, andere Seite? Oder Nase? Oh, okay.
Gets the nose hit,
Vorne!
removes the yellow from the
Vorwärts!
house. Looking to bring this one into the house. Riessersee is going to want to use that center guard and create as much chaos in the middle as they can to try to hold on for a steal.
Yeah, they need stones in front of the house. They need guards. Need some protection for a stone.
Wie lang? Oh, nur drüber, der ist eher lang. Auf die Mitte, gell?
Coming in. That
Good
is
so.
going to settle in right there nicely on the center line. I don't recall if they are playing the no-tick rule in this tournament.
I think the games here, it says the games will be played over 8 ends and all of the WCF rules apply. So then the question is that part of the WCF rules? I think it is.
Yes. So there we go. We have our answer. So not allowed to move that yellow stone. So a very strong stone there for Riessersee,
wo?
but Pflügler can still choose to come around.
Linie, Linie.
Trying to get this one around their guard. That's going to
Okay.
just slide by, but a little bit deep.
Yeah, a quick call there for line because this was just kissing.
Yeah,
the
I
red stone
wouldn't.
there.
I think it actually
Oder-
kind of rubbed it. Didn't move it
Weiß.
anything, but I'd be very surprised if
Weiß.
you get more than a sheet of paper between those two stones as it went by.
Still options here for Team Riessersee to steal, and they are looking to build up with a double center guard. At least that's what Andrea was pointing at.
Although Rainer tapping his broom down on the 4-foot, so they might try to say,
Ja.
"We've got two stones in the middle. Let's use them." And
Yeah, let's start the race to the pin. We noticed that Team Pflügler attempted it with their previous stone, so the first stone on the pin is probably going to put the pressure on the opponent here. So I think they want to be the first ones settling down there. It's coming in. And taps the guard. Unfortunate.
Ist
I
gut
think the
so.
weight seemed fine, but it was just clipping the guard. And now a hit and roll option here for Team
10.
Pflügler.
Andrea scratched something at the ice. There is the bell, so this is definitely the last end. Obviously, they can only play, they're capped at 8 ends anyway, so everybody out on the ice will be finishing up.
Wo? Curl.
Hitting this to curl a little bit more.
nix,
Just kind of
aber
sits
passt.
on the nose.
10-0 genau.
But I don't hate that miss. I know that's not what they were going for, but honestly, the more stones they have in the house, but right now there's still those two in the middle, and Rainer saying, let's go in behind.
Yeah, the draw is still in there.
And if it's a little wide, they get a little bit of a chip off the red, and then they're sitting okay. This is final stone of the match.
Gut so.
Bit deep. It is sitting shots. And now the team from Austria, the Austrian national women's team, opting to clear those guards. They definitely don't need them.
Treff man da.
Those two stones
Across
there,
the
the yellow
face.
one and the red one, those are the stones that will protect the stone that might give Riessersee the steal, so they have to go.
Yep.
Pflügler with the hammer, they have the final stone, so keeping things open
Ja.
is the
Ja.
main goal
Das-
here. You don't need to be shot in the middle
Dass
of
der
the
da
end.
bleibt. Ja. Das heißt, spielt man der was so? Ja.
It's a matter of looking at angles here, see
Vielleicht geht das so rein. Ja,
where stones
passt.
could jam.
Aber
They've got
sagen wir, across
options.
the face
Honestly,
benutzt und
a
von
nose
außen.
hit's not the worst because the red does come back onto here, and then
Und ich
there would
glaub-
still be two. There would be a red guard and a yellow guard in front.
Yeah, I don't think
Pflügler
they
is
like the
not-
nose
that's
hit
not
though.
what they want.
I
That's
I mean,
not what
if
they
the goal
want,
is to
but
open things up, then a nose
Treff
hit
man
is
da,
not
Astrid.
serving that goal.
yeah,
Ungefähr
it's
halb.
not, it's not what they
voller.
want. They want to get on either side of the nose of the yellow so that it takes that red one out as well. Opens
Yeah.
things up in the middle.
We should see some power here. Slight angle on the first stone and then clear all of the stones in front of the house.
Wo? Ja. 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 Ja.
Calling
Here it
for
comes.
the sweep. There's the nose
Session.
hit. Gets the yellow out of the
Okay.
shot spot. Leaves two in the middle though.
Ja.
They're
Ich kann
still
die Center Garden liegen, oder?
Ja.
not exactly what they wanted.
Yeah,
There's-
that's the thing. Sure, the yellow stone's gone, but there is still some rubble to squeeze the yellow stone behind. Find that spot on the pin. We're down to the back end for both teams now. One good draw for Riessersee, and Team Pflügler might have to chase. This one stays wide a bit. Oh, small deviation, and it is sitting shots, half buried, and in front of the T line. I think still same situation for Team Pflügler here. The goal was to clear stuff in front of the house, so they're still looking at keeping their options open.
yeah.
If the
So-
Yellowstone has zero protection, then that's what you want.
There
Halb.
is a bit of a stack there, an angle. Is that going to cause some issues with being able to clear it out? Because the
Sauber.
risk is that the shooter stays,
Wo?
and that so they get two out, but they're
Well-
still left with something in the middle.
Ah, okay.
Nope, gets it
Perfect.
out, opens. That's absolutely
That's
perfect.
fantastic.
This
It's
is
fine,
exactly
it's
what they
okay.
wanted. Everything open, and now becomes a challenge for Team Riessersee to see how long they can defend the Yellowstone. They're gonna put up guards here. Guards not too close to the house to avoid a good run back option, but they're going to put guards on that center line. 3 more stones for Riessersee. And the good thing with that red stone sitting in the top corner there is even with a good guard, Team Pflügler has options to come in from the side.
Yeah, they have the angle takeout. Oh, is this one gonna
What's up?
overcurl? It stays on that center line, keeps things half covered. Or are they going to go after this yellow?
Da.
He's looking at an angle here to try to get out both yellows,
Yeah.
which would be
Spielen wir across the
a
face.
very good result.
Halb.
Calling for the sweep, trying to get this one to come over. Getting off of it. Will that have the angle? Gets the jam and and takes out that red in the back.
Sorry, Hannah. Sorry.
Ooh, that's a bit unfortunate taking out red in the back now. A whole new set of options here for Team Riessersee because all of a sudden, yeah, they have 2 stones in the house. But I think they're still going to protect the shot stone, yeah.
You got to cover up that shot stone. You've got different options here. I think maybe it was a bit ambitious to try that double out from Pflügler, but obviously if it worked, it would be, you know, they'd be sitting at an ideal spot. They'd be having command, but right now with this, I think Riessersee can just put up guards in the front and force hits.
And this doesn't look that great for Pflügler because now the shot stone is more in the front of the house, so the angle with the corner red one is a whole lot harder to take it out using that red stone. If they have to end up drawing for one, coming over from the right-hand side, they have this red guard sitting a bit in the way to reach the forefoot, so a steal could be a possibility here, but all will depend on how long they can defend and if they can put up some good guards here.
He's coming down. Super's working this. Is it going to overcurl? Yep, that is going over.
Oh no, this is over curling. And
that's a break for Pflügler.
It's a big break, yeah.
Oder? Wenn wir jetzt
Yeah, so they need to get rid of it. I don't mind a nose hit because it kind of blocks the whole center, kind of blocks options for Riessersee to make a final draw with the last zone. I think. So if it rolls to the sides, let's say if it rolls to the right behind the guards, then there is some protection left for Riessersee to come around.
They would still be able to come in around behind.
Yeah, so I think on the nose is the best possible option here. Just a clean nose hit takeout and make it as hard as possible for Team Riessersee to make a good draw. There is still the draw over on the right side. That is an option, but felt like they have been drawing over on the left side this whole end.
It's nice to have you here, Rick. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. And Tim, I'm sorry I lost your message in there. Good morning.
Good morning, Tim.
Would you ever consider nosing the red to make them face 3? Well, that's a little bit late for us on that, but yeah, there we go. There gets rid of the yellow. That's going to force Riessersee. There's a double there, but that's still going out in the open.
The thing with double is it's an open takeout, so that doesn't really give you that much. And I don't know how much this curls over on the right side. If you can just come over right, come around the guards, and then settle close to the forefoot.
Coming around like that. Yeah.
Does it curl enough to settle behind the guards in a shot position?
I think so. I mean, we've seen it. It's pretty swingy, but they've just not come playing outside, so they might not know that line.
The hard part is, Team Pflügler can still promote their center stone onto the pin, so it's not like...
Yeah, Pflügler has many options. I mean, they've got an option here as well to come in like this, but I can see them.
Yeah, the gap is very small. I mean, the margin of error has to be perfect. If it catches a couple of stones, then you don't have a result.
I mean, they're really looking at this double here.
Yeah.
And so, I think they're going to come in and try to hit this one thick and knock these both away, and then sit, and then just kind of hope for a miss.
That could work as well.
Because they also have to pay attention that it's, stones and ends 1 matter. So, for tiebreakers later, that, okay, if they don't feel like they can win this match or win this end to win the match, they would have to, like, let's look at this other option.
Final stone here for Andrea.
Winner not saying much. She's sitting in there. This one's going to hit 1, gets 2. That's a pretty nice stone there.
Yep.
Also wenn die
It's what she needed to do,
Muss
and
ich-
now
muss ich rollen.
it's what do they have to
Nein,
look
glaub
at?
nicht.
They have to look at how much
Aber
they need to
passt.
be in.
It just-
Nose hit should be
Glattes
all
Eis.
right.
And the shooter, I mean, with the yellow stone sitting in the back, the shooter has to roll into a shot
Ja, und mit dem
position.
habe ich gespielt. Für keine Nase.
Nose hit, I think, is okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it'll still be enough. They looked at that. And
Yeah.
obviously.
Or roll
the-
towards the center, I think.
Yeah.
Roll outside could be tricky.
that would be probably disastrous.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Because it's anything more than half the stone sticking out, and it's a steal of one. So it all comes down to Verena.
Ja. Oh.
this is an important stone here.
Oh, Hannah holding her hand out like it's wide.
No call for sweeper so far.
Just holding it. There it goes, and that is going
One red.
to be one red, and the victory
Oh,
for.
yeah.
Oh, and we switched off. We lost the
Danke,
overhead, but
Yeah, we still have the replay here, so
there's the hit
Ooh,
and
and-
the roll, and now the thank yous and goodbyes, and
yeah, important last stone here because they're. I mean, it was still a difficult stone with a lot of options to miss here. So good call for from Andrea to put some final pressure on
Yep.
Team Pflügler.
and that is another tree planted and a victory for Pim. And we're back in the Austrian Alps. You know, it was
Austrian Alps.
the Austrian Alps, yeah. My coffee was cold. I need another fresh one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that turned out to be a much tighter match than it looked like at the beginning. Pflügler was really in control. Then Riessersee got back into it, and coming down to that last stone. We love to see those matches. It's where that
Definitely,
kind
yeah.
of stuff goes. Unfortunately, I am on the losing end. I do not like that. But don't worry, I'll be coming back at the next time. We do want to apologize for the technical delays. We're going to try to figure out what's going on with the cameras and stuff, but hopefully that will be sorted. We've got a little bit of a break before the next match, and hopefully we get all that sorted. Thank you, everybody who stopped in. Rick, Tim, the guys from
Annemiek.
Belgium.
I cannot forget Annemiek.
Yeah, no, you cannot. So thank you guys for stopping in. We'll be back in about an hour.
12 o'clock is the next
12
game, so
o'clock,
that's
so-
1 hour from now.
All right. So until then,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Nope.